Hello, 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 and welcome back to my channel. I don't have a game going right now. This is gonna be a short video, I hope. Basically, primarily, I'd like to thank you all so much for the past year. You helped me get to 100 subscribers, and I'm very much appreciative of that. Really, I didn't have many goals going into this. This is just something to keep my sanity while I'm on bed rest. I talk about it every now and then in my videos. I have extreme vertigo symptoms with no diagnosis yet, but basically my longest episode has now been 6 weeks of severe dizziness, lightheadedness, not being able to walk properly, falling down and all that kind of stuff. So I'm pretty much stuck at home and not moving for a lot of that. But yeah, thank you so much for supporting me on all these videos. It is very much appreciated. I don't know. In the upcoming year, I am primarily looking at a few games here. Well, coming up most recent, or soon, I guess I should say. One I'm looking most forward to is War Hospital. Comes out on the 11th of January. You can definitely expect me to put content up for this. It is basically you run a World War I British hospital. It is a choices matter game, so basically you have to choose who to tend to first. Basically you get a dozen soldiers in wounded. Who do you tend to first, second, third, blah blah. You have to triage, and then who do you send back to the front line, and who do you send home? If you send everybody who gets wounded home, you're going to lose the war. If you send everybody back to the front line, a lot of them might just die, kind of thing. So, yeah. You got to be cautious on what you do. Second game I'm most looking forward to is Manor Lords, which I didn't realize how far away it is. Comes out in April, at the end of April. As long as I can afford it, I will play it. I will say it that way. My guess is it's not going to be a cheap game, because it is very popular. But it is a city builder with combat included. I love medieval, I love city builders, so that is right up my alley. I do play the odd combat game. I'm not the biggest on combat games, but it is a nice add-on. Next is News Tower, which comes out in February. It's a tycoon game. Tycoons would be my second niche behind city builders. I love tycoon games. I love management and that kind of stuff. It looks very interesting. I did not get to play a demo on this or the pre-patch or beta version, sorry. But it is something that is right up my alley as well. Sorry, I just broke my phone. I just locked my phone somehow. But yeah, you basically run a newspaper company in looks like 1930s, I think. Yeah, 1930s. So you basically send journalists out to write articles, then you combine them, decide where they go in a newspaper, what's the headliner, what's the basically what goes on the front page, what does not go, what goes on later pages, and all of that. And you have to deal with other things like mafia, politics, and all of that kind of stuff. The fourth game I'm most looking forward to is All's Quiet in the Trench. Uh, it depends how much this game will cost, whether I get to play it or not. And the reason I say that is I played the demo. I was quite enthralled with the demo. I loved it. However, it is not exactly my... Like, as I said, I'm not really a combat player. I do have The Last Train Home being played on this channel right now. But that is random for me to pick combat games, to be honest. I'm much more into peaceful games. This game, well, peaceful or survival. This is a war-based game. You play as a German unit on the Western Front in World War One. So you're facing the British and the French and all of that. Basically, it is another choice matter game. It is turn-based, so basically, you can see in the pictures, you have to send your soldiers to do... I guess I gotta bring up my video of this, but whatever. Sorry. You basically have to decide where your soldiers do this turn, and if you send them all to do too many things, they get too exhausted, and then it's less likely they're going to fight efficiently or take, if they're doing strenuous activities, might get injured, that kind of stuff. Games that we have played. Rising Star 2 is not a new game at all. It is a game that I do quite enjoy. I have over 150 episodes on my stream currently, or on my channel currently, sorry, and I'm continuing it. I'm continuing on with the Dyslexic Trio here. Once they are done, I have another story planned. The next one will be much more story oriented, where this one was, basically more goal oriented. I wanted to reach a few goals. I've done that. It's honestly a lot, once you get to your goals, it's a lot harder to continue, but I know what I want to do with it. I know where I want our current playthrough to go. I'm just not sure when I'm going to get there. It might be sooner or later, but the next one will be probably, I don't think it's going to be as long, but it should be as interesting. For my what's it called? My favorite games of the year list. It's not really a big list. I did not get many games that came out this year. This is, like you can see, literally when these are the release dates here, and most of them aren't even released at this time. Yeah, so like this game is much older. Same with this game. This one, I still haven't played this. Organs, please. Yeah, I've never played that yet. But yeah, so I only have, what is this? 14. That's 15. Let's say probably 11, 12 of them actually came out this year. So of them, I really can only go, I'm going to put 4 on the list. I'm going to say City Skylines 2 is probably my 4th favorite game of the year. I quite enjoyed this game. I'm playing it a lot. Currently, this right here is our no industry run. It is got a decent sized population for it's pretty much actually a micro city. That is the entire city right there. My next playthrough, I've been trying to think of more things to do in the game, like different goals. This one was a no industry run. My next game is my next playthrough will be a complete opposite run of this. It will be based off, or be heavy on the specialized industries. There will be no uh, what do you call them? Heavy or high density residential or offices, probably very few offices in general. It's going to be very sprawling. I think my goal for that one will be to build on every tile of the map that is land. Yeah, but I am still enjoying this game. If you can think of more goals, let me or more different challenges for the game, let me know, because I'm trying to avoid the one that I've seen everybody, the ones that I've seen everybody do, which is do all one-way roads, or every intersection is a roundabout. My third game of the year would be Hogwarts Legacy, when it works. I quite enjoyed this game. I'm not a person who likes cutscenes in my games. I find they actually drive me up the wall. I want to play a game for a game. Like when I watch TV, I want to watch TV, watch movies. When I play a game, I want to play. I don't want to sit here watching random scenes. I did enjoy this. I do enjoy the Harry Potter universe, though. Also, I'm not you will very rarely ever see me play an RPG like this, where like a storied RPG, for the reason that I'm not big on graphics, I'm not big on cutscenes. I just want to play, and another part is I want to play a game in the way that I want to play the game. I play games how I want to play them, not how they're meant to be played. Where in these kinds of games, you don't get to do that as much. Also, I'm not big on graphics. Graphics are not high on the list for me at all. I care far more about gameplay ability, how good it, how much fun it is, how easy it is, not easy to play, but how easy the controls are, how easy to get accustomed to the game. The replayability, that kind of stuff, I care far more about that, which is why I play a lot of city builders or strategy games, because I can do multiple things with the same game. Where on a lot of these, once you beat everything in the game, there's no real doing it again. Even in this one, they're like, oh, well, there's 4 different houses for you to explore, but no matter what house you're in, it's the exact same story, which is very detracting from it. But when this game actually works, I can't even load it now, I quite enjoy it. My second favorite game of the year would be Let's School. As I said, I like city builders and I like tycoon games. This is a nice little game in there. It's not really a tycoon, but it is got management and all that kind of stuff in it. I quite enjoyed this game. I don't know how many episodes we have of this up there, but in the end, I did feel like it was lacking a certain amount of content. Unfortunately, I can't really, it's going to be at least 2 or 3 updates before I could really go back to this game. I really missed the lack of after-school programs, clubs, or anything like that. I wish that was in there from the start. Even if they added in there now, I don't think that's enough content to really bring me back to this game, though. But it's still, as I said, I haven't played many games from this year. So this is that is still high on my list. It would actually be high on my list even if I had played a lot of games, but yeah. Top game on my list is Let's Train. I love all aspects of this game. The combat and the the tactical, or the strategy. Sorry, which one's which? It is both tactical and strategy. strategy of combat throughout, like when you're doing these little missions here, side missions, or the main mission, I guess it is. But at the same time, the tactical of the train going through Russia, going through Siberia to get to the East Coast to get the Czechoslovakian legionaries home. I love the story. I studied a lot of European history in university. I did study the Russian Revolution while I was in university. I just love a lot of this, like a lot of this topic. The game does, I mean, you're seeing right here of, let's just randomly walk across, bring this guy over slowly, and then we'll slit his throat. It does a lot of that, but I still find it fun. As I said, I'm not big on combat, so for me, it's sufficient. Oops. Sorry, I've just watched it. I don't remember what happened to this episode. But yeah, I quite enjoyed the game. I'm still enjoying the game, to be honest. And there is replayability of, there's different routes for you to take on the train. On the train. So you can experience different things. I think the story is pretty much, I'm not sure if the story is the same or not. But yeah, it's quite enjoyable game. I'm having a blast with it. And I hope you all are watching I hope those who are watching are quite enjoying it as well. Other major games that I did play this year on YouTube were Hydroneer, which I love this game. I'm waiting for the next update. I don't know why I stopped playing. I think I just ran out of time, to be honest. I've been playing this game for years, and it is so much fun. I used to play it on Twitch, but the Twitch doesn't pick up its graphics anymore. I'm not sure why. I gotta look at a lot of things for that. But basically, you start off by digging dirt into a pail, washing it, and then scrubbing out ores and gems, to setting up drills and machines that will do all of that for you, which this is the product of that. They've now added farming and cooking and all that stuff, and it's just a delight. Medieval Dynasty was the other game that I played a lot. I played it a lot on Twitch, and I played it a lot on YouTube now. I did not want to end that series how I did. I actually have a couple other episodes made, but it went from me sitting down to record. I would record all 5 weekday episodes in one sitting, usually 1 to 2 sittings, which would take almost 5 hours, to basically, I think in 3 weeks I made 2 episodes, and I was like, yeah, okay, I need to take a break. I wanted to decorate. My big issue is I don't know how to decorate in this game. It takes a lot of patience and a lot of subtle movements with the mouse, and I'm not somebody who has fine motor, like I don't have fine motor skills with my hands. I struggle to use my hands for a lot of things. It takes me 4 times longer to cook than it does anybody else, I know. So yeah. There is a new map. I want to do the new map, and I think my goal for that would be to do 1-day long seasons, where this was a 5-day long season. I also don't know the new map, so it would be completely different for me as well. But I think that would be a big challenge. I can always come back to this one and decorate. I have watched videos on how to decorate. You just gotta figure out how to do it, to be honest. But I quite enjoyed this game. I tried the Japanese one, it did not want to run on my computer. I'm not sure why. My computer's not old or bad in any way. But yeah, but once again, thank you all so much for the past year. It has been such a pleasure to have you all with me. Please let me know what do you think of the games that, like the 4 games that I suggested I plan on playing on in the future, and if there are any other games that you want to see come back, or any ideas, challenges, that kind of thing for these games. Like as I said, City Skylines 2, I need more challenges kind of thing as well, and all of that. But thank you all so much, and I hope you have a good 2024.